Hey there, happy Tuesday. I'm super excited to be sharing some empowering information today with you for your weekly live. Hopefully, you're noticing I have a new camera as well. It's a little bit brighter. I'm excited to have a little bit better camera going forward. What I wanted to chat with you about today is you have the power within yourself. A lot of times, I think we expect someone else to come up with a plan, or we're looking to say like, how has someone else had success, what does that look like for me? But you have the power within you. That's all that it takes. You need your mindset. You can ask for external support, friends and family, hire a coach, but you have everything that you need within you. You just have to do it. And I think you have to come up with a couple of things in mind. One thing is accepting that there's going to be discomfort. Discomfort can be something that you feel by not doing anything and not moving forward and really just kind of staying the same. But I also don't think when you accept that or stay the same, that you're really staying the same. You're really moving backwards because you're likely making the same consistent choices that aren't necessarily always serving your health. Maybe the scale is going up, which means your clothes are discomfortable, or just you have discomfort in your clothes. Maybe physically it's harder for you to do certain things, whether it's playing with your kids or clipping your toenails, tying your shoes, maybe just literally like going on a walk with friends or walking through the mall, whatever that is. Or there's discomfort in moving forward and working through the changes. And that can mean, making some changes to your diet that are uncomfortable, maybe having to learn healthy restriction and saying no to certain things that aren't going to help you meet your goals. Maybe it's the discomfort of like, I need to drink more water and I'm going to have to use the bathroom more often, or trying a new workout plan, or just being more active and maybe you're a little bit sore at first. So I want to encourage you to choose the latter. I want you to choose the discomfort that helps you move forward. It helps you progress in your health goals towards the physical and mental and emotional place that you want to be with your health. Because ultimately it gets easier. And so today we're going to be talking about that you have the power within yourself to make those choices, to make those changes, and I'm obviously here to help. So the first part is just really setting the tone. It's accepting that you own your health, that you own and have what you need around you to support you in that journey. That it is when you think about that number on the scale, it's a number that can change and that you have the power to do that. It's about embracing the lifestyle that's going to bring you what you need and having the confidence and really starting to change your life to say that this isn't hard. I don't hate this. It's getting easier. I know it's going to help me be in a better place, and accepting overall, that you have the power to do this. And a part of that is going to be your mindset. And first, you are going to have to really set yourself up to have the attitude. Again, how are you going to change those thoughts? That you are responsible for your health, that you have been given the tools and resources you need to some extent, right? Now, that's where we've talked about having a coach. We've talked about some things, but you have the power within you to choose the choices and the changes that you need to make to do that. You have to have a belief that this is an important thing and it's a priority in your life. Otherwise, you're not going to stick to it. You need to stop focusing on what you're not getting, what you can't have, and really start to shift your perspective to the things I'm choosing are the things that help me in my future. They help me shape who I'm going to be, what do I want to eat? Where do I want to go? What are my goals? And that you have those choices to make. And really recognizing that by making those choices, it's going to lead to a healthier lifestyle. And it's going to give you a brighter future and empower you for things, honestly, that you probably don't even realize you have. If you sit in the negative and you let your mind swirl and you think about why you hate this, you're never going to be able to shape that mindset. It's going to make the journey a lot harder. And I would say most people can't hate themselves skinny. If that's one of your major goals is to lose weight, you have to find a way to do it in a loving way and an accepting way along the way. The next one is around creating sustainable habits. What are those habits? What are those short, small changes that you can make in your health, in your habits, that will sustain you? It can be maybe it's adding more vegetables. Maybe let's talk about what we're adding versus taking away. Maybe it's drinking more water, getting more rest. Whatever those things are, start small. And it can mean that you're incorporating something daily that's different. It's kind of like leveling up 1% every day. And when you look back, you realize all the changes that you've made. And really those habits, they become part of your routine long-term, and they become so much more natural. You look back and realize, wow, I thought that was so hard, and look at it's part of my daily routine. It technically, I think they say studies show 21 days to form a habit. And so commit to that timeline, maybe commit to 30 days just to give it an extra little bit of a stick for that. But then you'll realize that it's really becoming part of that routine that you have. Setting realistic goals. This is an important one. Goals are something I know when we think about our diet brain and from a culture perspective, having quick results and taking it off quick. But we have to realize and accept that this is a lifelong journey. The changes that we make are likely changes that we will sustain. Now, what weight, when you're actually losing weight and maintaining, you might be able to make some changes to your food a bit, but kind of just accepting that this is the way that life is going to be if I want to be in a place with my health and my weight that is healthier and easier to maintain, makes me feel better about myself physically and mentally, emotionally. Also, it's likely going to take me longer to attain those goals. So it usually takes us twice as long to lose the weight as we expect because, again, our diet brain thinks it needs to be fast and quick. And that's because our brain is just trying to make it to that point, literally trying to make it to the day then we hit that goal weight and we don't have to do this anymore. But if we accept that this is our life, that these changes that we make need to be sustained long-term to keep the weight off and to keep our health in a better place, and we get our arms around that, then we're not having a race to the finish line. We're actually just building these sustainable habits that we've talked about for a lifelong time and recognizing that it's probably going to take us time longer to get there. Always keep in mind 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Unfortunately, that is just the way that the journey is, and we have to accept that. But let's learn from it. Let's treat ourselves with grace and love through that. And I think, in all honesty, I don't want to say fun is a strong word, but it can be a journey that is fulfilling because you are caring for yourself. You're putting yourself first. You're learning more about yourself. And you ultimately will inspire and help others along the way too. Nutrition. So, what does our food look like? How do we want to fuel our body? Because 88% of people eat for, non-physical hunger reasons most of the time. And so if we're eating just to fuel our body, we're eating when we're hungry, we have to decide what are the best foods that fuel our body. And my recommendation is to seek out some type of a whole food diet. I'm not talking about the Whole30. I'm talking about foods grown and made on this earth that aren't processed and don't have a lot of fillers in them. Now, there are times you're going to be reaching for things, I recognize in regards to having snacks available or the freshness of some of this food, that there are times you're going to be reaching for some of those. But you will find that if you eat more whole foods, you'll have less cravings. You'll actually be hungry less often because your body will feel sustained from those and your digestion and everything will be in a better place. Your energy level will feel better. You'll sleep better. So think about, what does that look like? What are the foods that you want to be fueling your body with? Staying active. So I really strongly suggest that we break up with the idea that I need to work out to lose weight. If I am active, and that's the word I've been using, active, I'm moving my body. It could be a nice stretching session, yoga, a walk. It could be lifting weights. It could be a workout class. It could be getting on your Peloton and your bike. But it's moving your body. But we're breaking up with it from this idea that I need to do it to lose weight. We need to identify and say, I need to move my body for my health, to have a strong heart, to manage my stress, so that I'm not stiff and sore. And really accept that as a part of our health plan we're working out versus a part of our weight loss plan. So finding ways that you love to move your body that make you feel good is my recommendation. I mean, it could be a Zumba class. Again, it could be walking. I will say that women over the age of 40 will start to lose muscle mass, and that can impact your health. And so incorporating some type of weightlifting in there is great. If you've never done this before, finding a personal trainer to do it. You don't have to lift heavy. You're not going to get big. It's just great in regards to maintaining that lean muscle mass. Plus, you'll really like the way that your body starts to look as those muscles strengthen and tighten. Finding a community. So a community can be a friend, a walking partner, a spouse, honestly, in helping you with your health journey. I have found a great community where that I take my workout classes. And it's a group of women who Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do 2 days of HIIT interval training and 1 day of yoga. And it's just been this community, and we don't actually talk about weight loss, but we show up every day, 5:30 in the morning, and we're there for each other. And it's created a different community for me that is focused on some of the things I love to do to move my body. So what does that community look like for you? You can find a community in this group as well to help you. You can find community with me. I can be a support person if you're looking for some coaching. The next one is around embracing setbacks. And so this is an interesting one that I know in the past when I have not been successful, had a bad day, binged or whatever, I have gone to the negative. I'm a failure. This sucks. I'm quitting until Monday, or I'm starting over on Monday, or I'm starting over tomorrow, whatever those setbacks do. But what I've learned with the mindset program is that if we take those setbacks and then we learn from them, we look back with love. We understand, why did I choose to put that food in my mouth? Why did I grab for the cookies or the this when I wasn't hungry? I wasn't craving it. Why did I do that? Why I don't feel good now? Versus, guilting and shaming myself and making myself feel bad, versus learning from it and maybe admitting, I don't like how this makes me feel mentally and physically. So learning from setbacks is a huge piece in your journey, and it's going to give you a lot of opportunities to understand, to learn, and to grow, and really say, like, why do I make the choices I make sometimes? And maybe in the future, we'll maybe make different choices because you've learned from that. And then lastly, as we kind of think about our health journey and a brighter future, I want you to think about, how do you stay committed to achieving and making the transformations that you need to? And so really just saying to yourself, like, I can do this. I have the power. It is within me. I want this. Understanding your why. Why do you want to do this? Why is this important? Maybe it's you want to feel good in your clothes. Maybe you want to look sexy for your husband. Maybe you want to be a good example to your children and show them. Maybe you want to prove to yourself that you can do this because it's been such a barrier. But that why, and really coming up with a compelling reason why, is so important. I work with this with my clients, and we talk about what are your whys. They journal about it every day in their journal. We have set questions that they answer, and we go through that every day together because it's so important for you to have a connection to that why, so that you continue to go back to that in times of challenge and times of, like, I'm really, really hungry and I really want that pizza, but I know it's not going to meet my goals. But why? Why do you not want to eat that today? Why are you, leaning into the broader picture here of your health goals? So in closing, you have what you need within yourself. You just need to find it. You need to embrace it. I am here to help you do that. As a part of my 16-week one-on-one program with my clients, we go through this, and I tell my clients, and I will tell this to you too, I have the belief in you until you find the belief in yourself. I will help you find the power that you need to make the changes that you need to. I'll help you by teaching you the courses, understanding how we rewire our brain. We'll talk about how you find a food plan that works good for you, that you can sustain in your busy life, because all of us are so busy. There's so many different ways that we can make this work for you, because my program is about you, and it needs to work for you for it to be sustainable long term. So please reach out, set up a one-on-one coaching call with me. Let's talk about you. I'd love to better understand you. I can give you some ideas that you can start to implement today. And we can also talk about how the 16-week program could work for you. Thank you so much for joining me again here on this Tuesday. I hope you have a great